Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Today I am bringing you our December market report for right here, Snohomish County real estate. It's Mike Novak from the Novak Real Estate team, part of Real Brokerage. And like I do every month, this month I'm going to share with you the data that is happening right here, hyper local information that you need to know as a buyer, a seller, or even just as a simple curious homeowner. At the end of sharing the data, I'm going to share with you what this means to you if you're a buyer or seller right now and how it could affect what you do. So, and also some of the strategies we're using with our clients. Let's jump right into the data. Sales price, $772,000. This is up right around 3% from the same time last year. So prices still have not dropped. I want to say that again. Prices still not have dropped year over year. So make sure that when you've got people telling you that prices are actually going down and decreasing, they got to look at the data because most people aren't actually looking at the facts. Prices haven't dropped. Are they going to drop? I don't know, but they haven't yet, okay? New listings down 23%. Less people are putting their home on the market. They're just deciding, hey, maybe now isn't the right time, or what I could guess is likely happening is they're all waiting for the spring selling market. So they're going to list their home in February, March, April next year. You'll see a whole bunch of inventory come on the market all at the same time. Homes for sale. There's 260% more homes for sale right now, more than there was the same time a year ago. Lots more options for you as a buyer, as a seller. That means lots more competition. Someone's going to look at multiple homes and not just that one home that you've got listed. So keep that in mind when you're pricing your home. Are you pricing it to sell your house or to help the other homes get sold? That's the question I want to ask you. Days on market. How long does it take to sell a home once you list it to getting an offer accepted? We're at 34 days per market. So we're officially past 1 month, which again is still historically lightning fast. If you price the home right, selling it in a month is awesome, but this is still an increase of about 142% year over year. So just make sure you're managing expectations. It's not likely your home's going to sell in a day or two like it did the same time last year. Expect 30, 35 days if you've priced it right and you have good marketing, okay? Months of inventory supply. This is always my favorite benchmark to look at. We're at 1.5 months of inventory right now, an increase of 400%. But if you look back 1 year ago, we had nothing for sale. There was basically zero inventory. So that is it's a benchmark you want to take with a grain of salt, okay? So 1.5 months is still super low, historically speaking. Remember, I say this every month, a 6-month inventory supply of homes is what most people consider a neutral or balanced market. So we don't have that yet, even though buyers feel like they've got some negotiating power right now. List price to sale price ratio is at 98.3%. This was about 104% the same time last year. So the good news, you don't have to pay 4% more than list price to win a home right now, okay? So here's kind of my general thoughts on the market. Like I said last month, I think rates have probably peaked. They went all the way up close to 8%. I think the highest one that I saw on actually one of my clients was 7.8%. And they're now down in the 6.5 to 6.75, which is a great place to be. I mean, that makes a lot of sense to buy, especially if you use a 2-1 buy down. If rates drop into the 5s, I want you to be thinking there's likely going to be a flood of buyers re-enter the market. A lot of buyers that just hit the pause button and said, hey, I'm going to wait and see what happens here. Those buyers will re-enter all at once if rates drop into even the high 5s. And that's going to create a lot of competition for houses. And if you're a buyer, it's something I definitely want you thinking about. All right, so if you're a buyer, what does this all mean for you? It makes a lot of sense to consider buying right now if now is the right time for you to make a move. If we look at 1 year ago today, I want to contrast this for you. 1 year ago, you would have to go $20,000 to $100,000 over list price to possibly win a home. You would typically write 3, 4, even 5 offers before you would get one accepted. You would have to waive your inspection contingency in most cases or do a pre-inspection. You'd have to waive your appraisal contingency in most cases. Sometimes you even have to waive your finance contingency or put non-refundable earnest money in. And then of course, we just got these massive escalations going on. So if you contrast that to now, guess what? You don't have to pay over list price. You can probably get the seller to pay some of your closing costs. You can take your time to make sure it's the right home for you. You don't have to make a decision in a few hours. You have got a couple days before you decide, hey, that's the home I actually want to put under contract, which is really great for you. It takes a lot of pressure off of you as a buyer. You can inspect the house. You can use your appraisal contingency in most cases, and you can do way less earnest money. Like 5% was kind of the normal a year ago, and now you can get away with 1 or 2%. So that all makes now a better time to buy than the same time 1 year ago. And like I said at the beginning of the video, there's a lot more houses for sale. There's a lot more options, which is great if you are a buyer. So if you're a buyer, now is the time to really think this could be your opportunity. And it's kind of a limited time opportunity because, like I said, if rates drop next year, which we think they will, you will see many more buyers re-enter the market that were paused. You're gonna see this backlog just kind of all hit the market at once of buyers, and it's going to create a lot of competition. I could see escalations happening again if that occurs. And so just keep that in mind as you're thinking about your timing as a buyer. For sellers, buyers are taking longer to make decisions. And like I said, just a few minutes ago, they're going to use an inspection contingency. You can expect that, appraisal contingency, all those types of normal things that you see when buying a house. They're not going to waive everything like they used to do. But a lot of sellers, they want buyers to make decisions real fast after they see the house. And that's just not happening right now. Like, buyers want to take time to make sure it's the right house for them. For many people, buying a home is the largest financial transaction of their life, and they want to take the time to make sure they feel like it's going to be the right house. So you cannot rush them when it comes to that if you were the seller. I understand it's frustrating, and I understand it's a big reset from a year and a half or 2 years ago when people were just racing to throw offers on the houses, but that's the reality of the market right now. So we are not in a market crash, guys. Again, prices are still up 3% year over year. That is historically pretty dang average. You should not be expecting homes to go up 10, 15, or 20% per year. That is not normal. So 3-4%, that is very normal when you look at history. Typically, home prices kind of go like this, and recently they've been going a lot like that. So that had to slow down at some point, and that's what you're seeing right now. So a lot of opportunity if you're a buyer. If you're a seller, and the timing is right, if you put your home on the market, I think you're gonna have a lot less competition now than you're gonna have in the spring. You can expect a lot of houses to come on between February and April of next year. If you've got questions about this video, what it means to buy or sell right now, or you just want to chat with me, I will put my number up on the phone, or up on the screen. You can text me, call me. I will respond to you myself. It's Mike Novak from the Novak team. Happy holidays and have a great Christmas.